Make time for people who truly value your presence, because staying around those who only notice you when they need something slowly destroys your confidence and peace. Never rush into decisions when you are emotional, because feelings can blur your thinking and push you toward choices that create regret instead of real progress. Your future becomes brighter when you stop comparing your chapter to someone else's highlight, because everyone grows at a different speed with different struggles. Be gentle with people who are quiet, because silence often hides battles they cannot explain, and kindness may be the only comfort they receive that day. Learn to express your needs clearly, because expecting others to guess your feelings only creates tension, misunderstandings, and emotional distance that could be avoided. Walk away from situations that drain your happiness, because forcing yourself to stay somewhere unhealthy slowly erases the parts of you that once felt alive. Your confidence grows when your actions match your words, because consistency builds trust not only with others but also within your own mindset. Sometimes the best choice is to step back from people you love, because distance can reveal truths that closeness keeps hidden and blurry. Pay attention to what makes your soul feel heavy, because your body always signals when something is wrong even before your mind understands the reason. Respect your past self for surviving difficult moments, because you wouldn't be this strong today without the versions of you that kept fighting quietly. Focus on becoming someone you admire, because trying to impress others leaves you empty, but improving yourself creates pride that lasts much longer. Notice who claps for you when no one else is watching, because genuine support always shows in the moments that are small and uncelebrated. Choose conversations that help you grow, because your mind becomes shaped by what you hear daily, and useless talk steals precious mental space. Stop apologizing for setting boundaries, because protecting your emotional energy is not selfish. It is necessary for building stable and healthy relationships. Your life becomes lighter when you stop expecting perfection from yourself, because mistakes are natural signs of learning, not proof of failure. Let go of people who make you feel replaceable, because real connections never make you question your value or worth in someone's life. Be careful with your thoughts, because repeated negativity becomes a habit that quietly influences your decisions, reactions, and overall way of living. Allow yourself to start again without shame, because fresh beginnings are powerful opportunities to rebuild with wisdom you didn't have before. Pay attention to how people treat you during your struggles, because anyone can act kind in easy times, but real loyalty appears during difficulty. Your dreams deserve effort, even on days you feel slow, because small steps taken consistently can create results that once looked impossible. Trust your intuition when something feels off, because your inner voice often notices hidden details long before you can logically explain them. Be thankful for closed doors, because they often protect you from paths that would damage your peace, your goals, or your emotional strength. Allow yourself to rest without guilt, because exhaustion never leads to success, but balanced energy helps you stay focused and productive. Don't ignore the people who check on you quietly, because genuine care is often shown in soft actions rather than loud promises. Your value doesn't decrease because someone fails to recognize it, because a person's limited vision cannot define your true worth or potential. Let life unfold without trying to control everything, because some blessings arrive only when you stop forcing outcomes and trust the process. Be careful with anger, because a few words spoken in frustration can damage a relationship that took years of effort to build. Appreciate peaceful moments, because calm times teach you to breathe, observe, and understand life in ways chaos never allows. Choose growth over comfort, because staying in safe places might feel easy, but stepping into challenges builds the strongest version of you. Forgive yourself for times you didn't know better, because healing begins when you recognize that learning takes time and every mistake teaches something important. Choose people who understand your silence, because the ones who only value your words may never notice the emotions you hide behind your quiet moments. Your life becomes easier when you stop expecting others to think like you, because every person carries different experiences that shape how they react and understand situations. Stay calm while solving problems, because panic blocks logic, but a steady mind helps you find solutions that are smarter, safer, and more effective. Protect your self-respect even when you care deeply, because loving someone should never mean losing the parts of yourself that keep you emotionally strong. Be careful what you repeat to yourself, because your mind believes your thoughts, and negative ideas can quietly turn into habits that control your behavior. Spend time alone to recharge, because solitude is not loneliness. It is a place where clarity grows and confusion slowly starts to disappear. Learn to enjoy your own company, because depending on others for happiness will always disappoint you when they get busy, distant, or emotionally unavailable. Notice how you feel after talking to someone, because your emotional response reveals more truth about the relationship than their words or promises ever can. Don't stay in places where you must shrink to fit in, because any environment that limits your growth is too small for your future self. Value people who make you feel understood, because feeling seen is far more precious than receiving attention that carries no genuine intention or depth. Don't chase relationships that confuse you, because mixed signals usually reflect mixed priorities, and consistency is the foundation of every meaningful connection. Be patient with healing, because emotional wounds don't disappear overnight, and forcing yourself to move on quickly often hides pain instead of resolving it. Allow yourself to feel sad without judgment, because emotions need space to release, and suppressing them only makes your body carry unnecessary stress. Trust actions more than promises, because words can be beautiful, but genuine behavior reveals a person's true intentions with far more honesty. Learn to stop explaining yourself to people who misunderstand you on purpose, because their goal is not clarity but control over your feelings. Your energy is valuable, so invest it where you feel safe, respected, and appreciated instead of wasting it on situations that drain you silently. Let go of the fear of starting late, because many successful journeys begin after long confusion, deep pain, or slow progress that nobody sees. Be open to new perspectives, because sometimes the opinion you dislike contains the lesson you need to understand before you can grow stronger. Your peace improves when you stop forcing relationships, because anything real will not require constant effort just to keep it from falling apart. Recognize your emotional limits, because pushing yourself too hard in stressful situations can harm your mental health more than the actual problem itself. Stay away from people who enjoy seeing you stressed, because anyone who feels comfortable with your discomfort does not deserve a place in your life. Take breaks when your mind feels heavy, because rest resets your thoughts and helps you return with clearer vision and more balanced emotions. Appreciate unnoticed progress, because growth often happens quietly through small decisions that slowly build the strongest version of you over time. Be honest about what you want, because pretending to be satisfied only to keep peace creates internal conflict that eventually becomes difficult to hide. Your confidence improves when you stop apologizing for being yourself, because authenticity attracts the right people and repels situations not meant for you. Understand that distance is sometimes protection, because stepping away from certain people helps you see their true impact on your emotional stability. Let your goals be louder than your excuses, Because discipline in silent moments produces results that comfort and motivation alone can never achieve. Pay attention to patterns, because repeated behavior always tells the truth, no matter how many times someone tries to cover it with sweet words. Don't fear losing people who are not good for your mental health, because their absence creates space for healthier connections and peaceful emotions. Women quickly get excited when men biting their lower lip. Give yourself credit for surviving things you never talk about, because silent battles often shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more compassionate.